Hello, dear friends. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is news time again from this very good channel. Welcome back. How are you all doing? Hope you are good. I pray that God will be with you in your endeavors. Today we have another update for you, and I want you to, after listening to it, you drop your opinion and suggestions you have so that Biafra will be free. And that's just it. Okay, let's go there.
This case is getting interesting as over 18 international lawyers set to defend Biafra Prime Minister Simon Ekpa in court. Simon Ekpa is currently being held at the Kylmäkoski Correctional Center in Finland and is facing trial in May 2025. To defend himself in court, Simon Ekpa has employed over 18 foreign international lawyers from various countries to defend him in court. The main law firm representing Simon is Attorney Law Office, located in Lahti, Finland, Simon Ekpa's official residence. Simon Ekpa key lawyer, Ika Koropra, previously handling the case alone, is now joined by 8 other lawyers from his firm. Amandiri, a prominent US-based lawyer specializing in international law, has joined the defense team of Simon Ekpa. His firm, Amandiri Associates PLLC from Washington, D.C. in the United States, has brought in an additional 7 lawyers. Both law firms, Atani and Amandiri, are working together to secure Simon Ekpa's bail and legal defense. Simon Ekpa is reportedly paying $320 per hour for legal services, amounting to over 557,000 naira per hour in Nigerian currency. There are unconfirmed reports that Amandiri may have written to the US president regarding the case. Meanwhile, some critics claim the Finnish government is using Simon Ekpa's wife to extract information and build a case against him. Simon Ekpa has captured headlines around the world as he prepares to stand before a Finnish court in May 2025, and he has left no stone unturned in assembling his legal team. He is known to many as the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic in Exile, a movement seeking independence for Nigeria's southeast region. Currently held at the Kylmäkoski Correctional Center in Finland, he has engaged over 18 lawyers from across the globe to defend him when he faces trial next spring. Simon Ekpa holds dual Finnish and Nigerian citizenship. His arrest on November 21, 2024 came after Finnish authorities, acting through the National Bureau of Investigation, suspected him of public exhortation to an offense committed with terrorist intent. He was taken into custody amid allegations that his online campaigns encouraged violence against civilians and authorities in southeastern Nigeria. Since that day, he has remained in detention as investigators gather evidence and prepare formal charges. The case is being overseen by the Payet-Hame District Court, which has set a deadline of May 2025 for prosecutors to file their charges. Senior Detective Superintendent Mikko Laaksonen of the Finnish National Bureau of Investigation confirmed that the court's decision gives both the prosecution and the defense time to review evidence and request bail hearings as needed. Under Finnish law, bail can be reconsidered at regular intervals, giving Simon Ekpa's team an opportunity to argue for his release before the trial date. Navigating Finland's legal system can be challenging for anyone, especially for a high-profile defendant like Simon Ekpa. The process typically begins with a remand hearing, followed by a pre-trial phase where evidence is exchanged. During this phase, both sides can request additional investigations or challenge procedural issues. If bail is granted, stringent conditions often apply, such as travel restrictions or regular check-ins with authorities. The defense must convince the court that the defendant is not a flight risk and will not interfere with the investigation. To build a robust defense, Simon Ekpa has enlisted the services of the Atani Law Office, a prominent Finnish firm based in Lahti, the town where he resides. Ika Koropra, who initially handled the case alone, has been joined by 8 colleagues from the same firm. Together they bring expertise in Finnish criminal law and a deep understanding of the country's judicial procedures. Their goal is to secure bail and to meticulously challenge any evidence that the prosecution presents. Complementing the Finnish team, Amandiri Associates PLLC, a Washington, D.C.-based law firm, has also joined the defense. The lead U.S. attorney, whose full name is not publicly disclosed, is renowned for his work in international law and human rights. He has brought 7 additional lawyers from his firm to Helsinki. This transatlantic partnership underscores the complexity and international dimension of the case, as the defense seeks to draw on both Finnish and American legal traditions to advocate for Simon Ekpa's rights. The collaboration between Attorney Law Office and Amandiri Associates PLLC is focused on 2 main objectives. First, to secure Simon Ekpa's release on bail so that he can participate more fully in his own defense, and second, to prepare a comprehensive strategy for the trial itself. This includes examining the legal basis of the terrorism charges, assessing the admissibility of evidence, and formulating arguments to protect his rights under international human rights conventions. Legal representation of this caliber comes at a significant cost. Simon Ekpa is reportedly paying his lawyers a rate of $320 per hour for their services, which translates to over 557,000 naira per hour at current exchange rates. This level of investment reflects both the high stakes of the trial and Simon Ekpa's determination to secure the best possible defense team. The hourly fee covers not only court appearances, but also extensive preparation, research, and consultations. There are unconfirmed reports that the lead attorney from Amandiri Associates PLLC may have written to the President of the United States regarding Simon Ekpa's case, seeking diplomatic support or intervention. These reports remain speculative, and no official confirmation has been made by either the U.S. government or the law firm. Nonetheless, the suggestion of correspondence with the highest levels of government highlights the global attention the case has attracted. Amidst these developments, some critics claim that Finnish authorities are leveraging Simon Ekpa's personal relationships to build their case. It has been suggested that investigators are engaging with his wife to gather information that could be used as evidence. These allegations have not been substantiated, and it remains unclear how much weight any such testimony might carry in court. Back in Nigeria, President Bola Tinubu has publicly commended Finland for its handling of the case, emphasizing the importance of upholding the rule of law and protecting national unity. When he received the letters of credence from the Finnish ambassador to Nigeria, he praised Finland's record on safeguarding human rights and its decision to detain Simon Ekpa pending trial. He made clear that Nigeria will not tolerate actions that threaten its cohesion. The case also raises questions about diplomatic relations between Nigeria and Finland. While the two countries have enjoyed friendly ties for over 6 decades, they do not have a bilateral extradition treaty. This means that if Simon Ekpa were to be convicted in Finland, any request to transfer him to Nigeria would involve complex diplomatic negotiations rather than automatic legal transfer. Another layer to this story involves the financial supporters of Simon Ekpa's movement. Under Finnish counter-terrorism laws, individuals who fund or facilitate activities deemed to promote terrorism can themselves face prosecution. Legal experts have noted that donors to the indigenous people of Biafra faction, led by Simon Ekpa, could find themselves under investigation if their contributions are viewed as supporting violent actions. Understanding the broader context of the Biafra movement is essential to appreciating the significance of this trial. The original Biafra conflict, which led to a devastating civil war from 1967 to 1970, still casts a long shadow over Nigeria. While the movement has splintered into various factions, Simon Ekpa's leadership of a government in exile has kept the cause alive, particularly through online broadcasts and rallies that have drawn both support and controversy. Simon Ekpa has leveraged social media to reach a global audience, often delivering impassioned speeches and calls to action. Critics argue that his rhetoric crosses the line into incitement, while supporters view him as a courageous advocate for the rights of the Igbo people. This tension between free speech and public safety lies at the heart of the legal debate in Finland, where the courts must balance individual rights against the need to prevent violence. As the trial date approaches, several possible outcomes loom. If bail is granted, Simon Ekpa could participate directly in his defense, attending hearings and working closely with his lawyers. If bail is denied, he will remain in custody, relying on his legal team to argue on his behalf. The court's final decision on the charges could range from dismissal of the case to a full conviction with potential imprisonment under Finland's anti-terrorism statutes. Should Simon Ekpa be convicted, the question of his future becomes even more complex. Without an extradition treaty, Finland would need to negotiate with Nigeria if it wished to transfer him for further prosecution. Alternatively, he could serve his sentence in Finland and then face additional legal or diplomatic actions. An acquittal, on the other hand, would be a major victory for his movement and could embolden other separatist leaders. The trial of Simon Ekpa is not just a legal proceeding, it is a test of international cooperation, human rights, and the limits of free expression. It highlights the challenges that arise when political activism crosses national borders and when domestic law must adapt to globalized communication. For many observers, the case will set important precedents for how countries handle allegations of terrorism linked to online speech. This is the end of our news update. Please click the icon on the top right corner of your screen to watch my next video. You will enjoy it. I will see you again in my next update. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye for now.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. Christian. Simon Ekpa get people that are lobbying for Biafra, and it is a plus. The way Simon Ekpa is going international, and it seems he's making this agitation a serious international issue by employing international lobbyists to make sure that Biafra is recognized at the world stage. Let's get a reaction. Now, thank you for that wonderful question, Bianca of this great platform. First and foremost, I want to say Simon Ekpa has come out to say, or has outlined countless times, that he said that the Nigerian government cannot win Biafra with a barrel of gun for the second time. Now when he said that, see, Nigerian government cannot win Biafra with a barrel of gun, it means that nobody needs to die for them to exit Nigeria. Now, Ojukwu fought Biafra in a different dimension. Now, Mazen Kanu did it via his own dimension. So Ekpa is taking it globally. And now, we've seen world body recognize Biafra. We've seen the UN and then some other global body have come out to endorse the Biafra struggle. So kudos to him, it is a plus. Some persons have come out to say that Simon Ekpa should be discredited, the likes of Resent and that of the Southeastern governors. But my question is that you said Simon Ekpa should not be taken serious. Then who should be taken serious? The government who is not willing to protect our people? Is it the people who have diffused
to speak up when the Igbo man has been marginalized in the country? Is it the same governors who have become a tools in the hands of their Fulani master? So for you to even have a character like Samonepa and Nnamdi Kanu to have come out to say enough is enough, that we are tired of this contraption called one Nigerians. It shows that these people have this mindset that, see, they can no longer be the slave. So for him to have even gone as far as to hire lobbyists that will speak on behalf of Biafra in the world, in the UN summit, to me it's a plus, and that alone, the voice of Biafrans will be heard globally, and the voice of an Igbo man is also being heard globally. Now let me take it back the line. When Southern Sudan and South Sudan wanted parted ways, nobody killed each other. Nobody go through the route of violence. It was done amicably. So Samonepa is doing it amicably for him to convince world leaders that this thing is possible. And why the government of the day, the present government of Nigeria, are not seeing it that way. Thank you. You can also
to the government, to the Nigerian government be worried about it.
Why would they be worried? The same people have sent assassins to kill Samonepa. Now only he has escaped. So see, one thing about it is that the government of the day, they are panicking. There's panic. You know what it is now? So a particular tribe, a major tribe, to exit your country. You know how an Igbo man is. You know the investment of an Igbo man is in the country. Now imagine in Nigeria without an Igbo man. Let's just imagine that. I mean, dominance. That means the outer man would now dominate virtually every government parastatals in Nigeria. So now the reason why the Igbo man is still believe that's Nigeria is because the Igbo man is still in the contraption called Nigeria. But eventually, if the Igbo man leaves, my brother, the Yoruba man will know the true meaning of Nigeria, and then we now know who owns Nigeria. Just like what Ojukwu said, he said they are not scared of the Igbos parting, exiting Nigerians. That was what he said. He said they are not scared. Indirectly, that means the other tribe would not have sense of belonging in the country, and we know it. I know it too. And every man now has the spirit of dominance. You cannot dominate him. If a Fulani man has the spirit of dominance, for you to dominate him, it will take ages. In terms of population, you cannot dominate them. So one thing is that Ojukwu have foreseen this whole thing. That was why he championed this Biafra struggle. And now, gradually, it is now becoming a reality in this contraction called Nigeria. Now, there are some Igbo men are even tired of the system called Nigeria, just because they feel their brother is still in president. Man, my brother, I can bet you, come 2027, the Yorubas will be championing the Republic more than the Igbo man. I can bet you that. That I'm very certain of. Yes, we will championing because it is certain when their president, when their brother is being kicked away from the presidency, already there is a plot, and which he himself cannot escape. The president himself knows that there is a plot, and then the big shots in the north are forming alliance. You know it. RFI, a powerful influence in the north, is not in the league. Sorry, is not in good terms with the president. And now nobody can take that factor. What RFI did Honestly, that made President Tinubu emerge as the president via his own influence. And then we have also the likes of Angulai, which is the chairman of the Northern Order Forum. He said post that election that the Northern Order Forum supported Tinubu, but come 2027, Tinubu will not get their support. So what does that mean? Now if the average left person is not giving the vote, now where will they get the vote? It just come by 2027. The same thing the universe have tagged the Igbos for. Now they will be the mastermind of it, because I can bet you by 2027 Yoruba will stop. And that's the slogan that will continue to trend, is that we are tired of the country, we want to follow the suit of the Igbo man and exit the country. And then the Igbo man now will not take them, thank them for being unserious, because now that the Igbo man is championing for the exit, we are saying the Igbo man is not serious. Yeah. There are claims that the Igbo man is not serious, but I can bet you when the system will also catch up with you, then you will know why the Igbo man has been championing to exit. Thank you for always coming.